Metrocasting, I'm Doug Farley. After many years of planning, fundraising, and remodeling, the Berwick area BerVaughn pool is once again open. Hundreds of people gathered outside the entrance to the pool to witness the ribbon cutting and to be one of the first in the area to take a dip in the newly renovated public swimming pool. Kids and adults were very patient as committee members spoke briefly about their efforts to remake and reopen the pool. Along the way, they thanked the community for their moral and financial support in helping to make the renovated BerVaughn pool a reality. And then, it was time for a celebratory jump into the pool for committee members who, after several years of hard work and planning, finally got to cool off and splash around in the refreshing waters of their labors. But the pool, not all that long ago, didn't look like the resort-themed recreational wonder it is today. No, not long ago, the pool had become a thing of neglect. A once popular, family-oriented, and summertime retreat had become a dingy, dirty mess of regrets and neglect, suitable for use only by local wildlife. With no local entity willing or able to manage the day-to-day upkeep, the pool quickly fell into the unusable state you see here. Enter the Berwick Area Swimming Pool Association, a group of local concerned citizens who took it upon themselves to make a concerted effort to find a way to renovate the one-time showcase for summertime fun. It took some time and many, many man-hours, mostly volunteer hours, to make it happen. Scrolling through the Berwick Area Swimming Pool Association's Facebook page, you can see the renovation progress, especially over the last 6 months or so, as workers, little by little and day by day, did what they could so the BerVaughn pool could go from this to this, so that these people could once again enjoy their community pool. And when they opened the gates to the public for the first time and saw the several hundred people outside waiting to get in, the joy and the pride and the excitement the association members felt could hardly be contained. Your reaction to seeing all those people standing outside was priceless.
Yeah, so that was super overwhelming. I didn't know how many people were there. I didn't know what the crowd looked like, and it was beyond even my dreams, and that was just overwhelming and wonderful, and exactly what this is all about, right? The community, and they showed up tonight. It's phenomenal.
My thoughts were, don't cry. This has been a 3-year project for us. The pool's been closed for 4 years, and I was fighting back tears the whole time, but trying to press on.
This is the most amazing moment of my life. This is just, I'm just going to start crying. I never thought that this could happen after 4 years and pennies. I mean, just look at this. It's beautiful. I'm speechless. I'm sorry.
It was a tough going for the last 3 years, and there were times I'm sure you didn't think it was going to work out very well, but here it is.
There was. The fundraising, the community support, $800,000 in private donations we raised in 3 years, which is astronomical. You know, it generally doesn't happen. We got a grant from DCNR for a splash pad. They had come up and talked to us, told us the same thing. For such a small community, they were amazed at how much money we raised in such a short amount of time.
Do you find Berwick to be one of the most generous areas?
Berwick is one of the most generous areas. Berwick and the surrounding community is a wonderful area, and I'm glad I live here. I love this place.
Honestly, there were times I was afraid we weren't going to get done, and then seeing this, it's overwhelming almost, and the fact that everyone came together and pulled together as a community is just, it's overwhelming. That's probably the best way to describe it.
You know, you think 4 years might have been a long time, but it really wasn't in the process of raising the money and constructing this type of pool. This pool is now going to be in a shape that will last for a very long time.
Physically, what changes happened?
So the original footprint from 1972 is still intact. They did a really good job back then too, but the plumbing was a mess, and so we had to have a reissuing of a gutter system, and certainly we needed to make sure that we had all the amenities within this original footprint. We did have a baby pool that we got rid of because it was leaking water like crazy, and an intermediate. We have all of those things in this pool now. It holds 530 some people. We have room for a little kid area. We have the ADA zero entry ramp, and we have a lounging shelf for those who want to be in the water but not really in the water.
I'm really happy that we can accommodate everyone. We have the kids area. We have everything is handicapped accessible. We have an adult area. We have an intermediate area. We have something for everyone.
We have all the new kids' cool stuff like floating snakes and sharks and our raft, and then of course the lounging chairs and all the water attractions and spouty things and all that kind of good stuff.
You said you lifeguard here in your earlier days, and now you're back here as executive director. Talk about the difference between then and now.
The 3 pools to 1 pool is a huge difference. Having the ramp section, the splash pad area, all of the stuff that's kind of more family friendly versus before it was kind of separated into 3 different pools is a huge difference. Even just little things like the training of the staff, everything is a lot more organized now than I want to say that it was before. Not that it wasn't, but just that in general, a lot more community oriented, I think, than it was in the beginning as well.
Now, your staff here, especially the lifeguards, they are certified, and
Yes.
the training for that took place how long?
I did that over the course of one day. I had 2 separate trainings. They were about 4 hours each, and it was a lot of the emergency action plan, how to deal with all the patrons that are going to be entering, covering the zones of coverage, everything, anything and everything you can think of, they were trained on.
Paying for this, still in the works, still paying for it all?
Yeah, I'm going to be very honest. We will be fundraising forever, and that is just the nature of a public pool. They're open 3 months out of the year. You get what you can get out of the admissions, but certainly you have a lot of people to pay. And we didn't come out of this debt-free, but we certainly made that million, and we came really close.
Why was it important to save the pool?
It's a heartfelt question. It's because it just feels right to do it, right? And so it's important for our community to have a safe, affordable place for people to go summer long, especially our kids who may not have the daycare that is necessary. They can come here. We're going to have our lifeguards develop relationships, and it's going to be a good place and safe place for them to be. It is another thread of that community strength, right? It's making sure that we have recreation for our youth. It's making sure that we have things that we can be proud of. And so that's that and many more reasons why we should have public pools.
Talk about all the volunteers who helped put this together, who raise funds.
Listen, that is, I think that's the miracle of all of this, is the amount of people that rallied for us, the amount of people that donated their pennies, the amount of people that showed up to get this ready and to help paint the bathhouse 2 years in a row, and the mural that's out there. You can see community in every step of this place, and it is something to be really proud of.
The BerVaughn pool is open daily from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and the cost to get in varies depending on whether the community you are from is a participating municipality in the pool renovation, meaning residents of Briar Creek, Salem Township, and Berwick can get in for $1 less with proof of residency. For exact information, you can log on to bervaughnpool.org. By the way, summer passes for families and individuals are also available. Also, if you would like to help fund all those renovations, there are numerous ways you can donate. Information on all of that, donations, hours, and fees are available once again at bervaughnpool.org. It is a beautiful new public pool for the greater Berwick area and beyond. Have fun.